Welcome to Everything Currency, guys. Today we got, you guys know, my favorite guy in the Luxo community, Mr. Beef, back on the channel. We're gonna give our thoughts on Luxo, some things going on, and some alpha on some of the new things that we've been working on Luxo. So I hope you guys are excited for it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. How you doing, Beef? What's going on?
What's up, my dude? Really appreciate all the work you've been putting in for Luxo fan, seeing you active on the timeline, and I know that you're building. So yeah, I'm super excited to come back and talk about Luxo again with your viewers.
Yeah. Appreciate you coming back, man. You know that video was actually one of my top viewed videos. I think people got a lot of alpha out of that one.
Oh man, that makes me smile, dude.
Yeah,
Happy for you.
it's pretty
That's great.
good. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I guess my first question would be, we're looking at the price of Luxo. We're down about a little bit less than half from where we were, maybe exactly about half from where we were at the local tops. What's your thoughts on Luxo right now? How you feeling?
How am I feeling? I mean, I'm as bullish as ever.
Hmm.
Like there is a shift lately with like some drama in the community and negativity breeds negativity, and I'm really not about that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of trying to focus on more so like the fundamentals and like what the team is doing that I can see, and I've been really impressed with the things that I've been able to see for myself, like in Ethereum Denver,
Mhm.
them really putting in that work, and then like the things that are being built on Luxo. This is the most progress we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Why are you going to fud your bags like right before things actually start getting rolling?
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't make a lot of sense that now that there's a lot of things being built, like instead of doing a lot of research and figuring out, okay, what's going on, what's coming, it's kind of like, I'm gonna sell my bags or whatever. So let's just talk about ETHDenver for a little bit. So there's a lot of things going on at ETHDenver. Luxo had a nice big booth. I'll put some pictures up in the video. It had a nice big booth. It got a lot of attention. And from what I've heard from a lot of people who were actually there, because I didn't get a chance to go, like sadly, I wanted to get out there. I hit Beef up. I said, "Hey man, you going?" Where he was like, "Nah." I was like, at first I was like, well, I'm going. But then after the fact, I was like, damn, I can't go because, actually my car got stolen. So
Oh shit.
yeah. So then I ended up like canceling my ETH Denver trip. But yeah, I've heard a lot of stuff, a lot of good things about the community overall at ETH Denver. What'd you hear about ETH Denver?
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of seen some of the developer smart contract team guys kind of expressing their opinions, and Louis, one of their hiring HR people also expressed his opinions. But it seems like this conference had the best vibe so far. You
Hmm.
know, we're now transitioning from this time period for Luxo where it's more of like an abstract theoretical, like this is how we're going to do it, to now like, okay, universal profiles are online. This is actually working for the most part. Still
Hmm.
some few bugs. We are in beta,
Yeah.
um, but that completely changes the game. When you can actually show someone something as opposed to just talking about it, it always works better. I mean, nowadays people like videos; they don't like to read. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's like the
exactly.
same
Yeah.
sort of concept.
Yeah.
uh,
That's
yeah,
how I
yeah,
am.
no,
That's kind of how I am in crypto all over. I'm like, when I see projects and they're like, we're building this, I'm like, let me just see it when it's available, and try it out for myself. And even being a builder myself, I try not to be like, hey, a lot of things are coming so much because I'm like, I'd rather just see the product myself. But yeah, that's a very good point, is I think, the conference seemed like they had a lot of good energy overall from the community. A lot of people were just like, yo, take your head out of Twitter for a second and you'll see some very bullish things going on behind the scenes for Luxo.
yeah, for sure. There were like a couple different NFT projects too that had boots on the ground.
Mhm.
Chill Whales, which I know you know,
Mhm.
and also Cupco, which is
Yeah,
pretty dope. Yeah,
Cupco,
so
yeah.
Jack and Presto were putting in the work. They were actually at the booth, I think, and they were onboarding people and then gifting NFTs if they made ups. So that
Yeah.
was pretty cool to see. And, spreading the excitement, showing people like what is on Luxo at this moment. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, did
Which
you
is
see that alpha too? that Chill Whales had posted?
Yeah, I saw that. So that kind of got me excited about Chill Wells again because I'm like, Chill Wells is cooking right now. They came out with the first social token. They got all the hype. The art is pretty dope, as we all could see. And then they released something, and then Prescott keeps on giving his little hints about what's coming, and I'm like, okay, it looks good so far. I liked it. I like that preview. Um, I'm actually pretty
Yeah,
excited about a couple of NFTs coming on there, but yeah, that one is got some excitement in me for sure.
yeah, for sure. Like that's one thing, but I'm also talking about there was a picture of someone's phone, and it looked to be the mobile up application.
Oh, that one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be another big one too. I'm excited about that one as well.
Yeah,
Um, I don't do as much stuff on my phone, but like I do need it on my phone because even with a couple of projects are like, oh, what's your up address or send me, I'm like, I don't have it saved on my phone. I need it on my phone, you know. So yeah,
yeah,
that app was gonna be cool. And a lot of people are doing things on their phone nowadays, so that
yeah.
should help
If
with the
I,
onboarding.
for sure, if I have the flexibility of utilizing, my universal profile on my phone, also like just being able to show people, on my phone in a nice, clean manner. Because like right now, you can use a universal page. They have like a way that they're launching that through their system, but
Yeah.
that's it. It's through their system. This would be more of like
An actual
uh
app,
you
like
know
an actual wallet
yes,
app, or yeah.
yeah. And Fawn released a picture too of kind of like the icons on the bottom of her phone, and one of them was the up icon.
Hmm.
So yeah, we know it's coming, and it'll usher in, I think, the ability for Luxo and like kind of what's on it to spread more easily, because then people can actually show it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, we need those pieces, all those infrastructure pieces, to just get people onboarded and make it easier, of course. Yeah, definitely. So excited about that. Um, I wanted to touch on a little bit for those who didn't know. There was some other things going on with Luxo at South by Southwest. We will be finding out more info about that. But as far as NFTs on Luxo, man, what's the alpha on Platies? Everyone's excited for Platies. The mint is coming soon. The art is dope. What's going on with Platies right now?
March 12th, I believe, right?
Hmm.
That's the official date. As far as I know, that's all I know is that it's releasing on March 12th. It's highly anticipated. I can't tell you how many people like yourself try and message me and ask like, "Hey, what's the situation? What's going on? Give me the details." And it's like, I think that they're navigating the waters right now and
Hmm.
kind of seeing how Luxo is performing, and trying to come up with a decision of like what the mint price should be.
Yeah,
That would be what I think is happening. That's probably why they haven't like released any details.
that
But we
makes
do
sense.
know that they've been working on this for a long time, and they've been marketing it as well. The art looks super high quality.
Hmm.
Emily, one of the artists, is amazing. Like she's super talented. And then you got Zaid, who's in there doing his thing, making the poppy platty, vibe pop
Vibe,
off.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
they're doing an amazing job at community building. For those who don't know why it's so bullish. So like there's a bunch of people who are gonna not like the art, which I understand, but to understand why this community is popping off so crazy, even if people don't like the art, is they are building like a worldwide community like very, very well, and their project hasn't even released yet. So it's coming out on the 12th, and it's definitely gonna be, one of the grails of Luxo for sure. Um and yeah, for me, that's what I like when I go to the Discord and you can see they got, you know, Taiwan and, India and China and like I don't know. It's crazy, you
yeah. I
know.
think the art really can attract a worldwide audience,
Hmm.
and to hammer home a point too, they are planning on bringing an aspect to Luxo which hasn't been seen yet, which is NFTs flexing that flexible metadata aspect of the LSP8. And then they're kind of bringing in traditional type companies to potentially partner with them and then do like temporary opt-in marketing.
Mhm.
Like they posted a picture with pit vipers, for example. You know, if you opt in or you say you wanna experience this, your platy will have pit vipers on its face for like a month or a couple
Mhm.
weeks or a certain amount of time. Um, and that just kind of maybe that enables something. Maybe if you do this, you get a discount on purchasing their glasses. Like
Yeah.
there's lots of different ways they can go about this, and it's just exciting to see them presenting this to companies to kind of realize the true potential of NFT 2.0s on Luxo.
Yeah, which is pretty dope for sure. I didn't even see that tweet about the pit vipers, but I know they were going to be flexing the metadata. There's some discussion about if they were to upgrade your NFT, what if you don't like the upgrade? Is it an opt-in? Is it a, whatever? But I think it's just the fact that we're actually having those conversations just makes me even more bullish on Luxo because it's like you can't really like Bored Apes are done. You're not gonna be like, hey, I want to, you know, put some glasses on this guy or, you know, do something like that. You'd have to drop a whole new NFT. So, you know, that's another thing. And then Lazy Buns, I'm bullish on Lazy Buns because I like the art. I think Toki's dope. And it sucks that they got their page suspended by Twitter.
I
And
saw that, yeah.
I think it was probably because they were just DMing people, and Twitter doesn't like that. If you DM too many people, they'll just delete your page. It's happened to a bunch of people, and it brings up this whole idea of like, DeSo and decentralized social media and having more ways to like combat some of these things, which is another thing that makes a lot of people more bullish on Luxo all around. So it's just like so many different things going on in the overall sense of things right now.
I agree. Luxo is going to have a strong social fi aspect to it. Um, between Luxo is like one that comes to mind right away.
Mhm.
Check out previous hackathon videos if you're not familiar with it. There's also multiple decentralized encrypted messaging apps that'll be on Luxo. It's interesting. You see more and more public reasons for why you'd want things to be decentralized.
Mhm.
Was it yesterday or day before yesterday? Facebook, um, Instagram, and
Oh yeah,
what's
they
that?
all went down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. So the more we move into this future where technology, AI specifically is involved, we're going to need something that like not only can prove that we're who we are who we say we are, but also like know that what you say can't be like manipulated or suppressed per se,
Yeah.
because it'll be on the
Mhm.
blockchain and the only thing stopping it or putting it out there is you.
Yeah.
So that gets me hyped.
Yeah. And being able to check stuff. So that's yeah, definitely pretty dope. So let's talk a little bit about your project, Lux Brand. Give everybody the spiel, give us the rundown. We talked about last time you guys' drop sold out super quick. But I didn't really think about it, and I know a lot of people didn't really think about like what's behind this. What is Lux Brand? We saw that there's a drop, but what do you guys have going on? And yeah, give us the alpha.
Yeah, really excited to talk about it. This will be a nice, refreshing update for all those holders, all 10
Mhm.
of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I went so quick. But my partner and I, my co founder, Mince, find him in Keys, Luxo Mince, he and I decided that it would be a good idea to kind of facilitate a bridge between some traditional type artists that we're fans of and Luxo. Luxo being a creator focused chain, initially at least, before it starts branching off into all the decentralized aspects it can be. We thought it would be important. So we actually are going to be unveiling it right now with you.
Oh, nice. So I got an
Yeah,
exclusive.
you got an
Let's
exclusive.
go.
Yes. So I'm happy to announce and proud to announce that Lux Brand or LUX Brand has partnered with Ross Terms, aka James Monk, a prominent graffiti street artist who was born and raised in Miami and currently lives in California. He's been graffitiing since he was 11. He's got 47,000 followers on Instagram, 10,000 on Facebook. He's known as a letter master in the graffiti world and a builder of letters. And he
Mm.
kind of blends contemporary art with his letters nowadays
Mhm.
and creates some super cool visual stuff. He's been featured in the Miami Museum of Graffiti, and we're just really excited to help him cross into the Luxo chain. So, yeah, we're really excited. It's his first piece for Luxo, and it's going to have that pink pill flavor.
Yeah.
And in the next couple weeks, we'll be announcing the mint date. So yeah, so be on the lookout for that.
Nice. That's sick. That's sick. Yeah, for those like a lot of people don't know is like I was when I was a videographer, I actually did a graffiti tour like with a couple people. So it was like for like a month and a half, we like traveled everywhere and I was filming them in like all these crazy like under like there's an abandoned water park and like all these different abandoned buildings and stuff. So it's like I really got a keen eye for like graffiti at that point in time. So that's dope to see them coming online because the first project that I ever wanted to do, this one right here, actually, on this side, this pink one, where is it at? Right there. Um, that was actually by a graffiti artist who is known in the San Francisco area, but he decided to opt against it because he wanted to remain anonymous. So now I just have the thing. So that's dope that you guys are working with those artists and actually bringing them on chain. A lot of them are skeptical to actually come on chain and drop NFTs and stuff like that. So it's nice to see. It's like it's pretty sick.
Yeah, we're super excited to bring this to Luxo, and he's excited too. So
Yeah,
yeah, people are gonna like it, I think. So it's got that Luxo vibe for sure.
nice, nice.
Tell
Yeah,
me what
that's
you got going on, man. I hear you've been in the kitchen cooking too.
yeah, man. So I've been working on Ohana DAO for a while. It's actually some of the people on the channel might know about it. We started off maybe 2 years ago as the Hula Girl NFT. And we went through that process. We were working on Polygon. And as the market started changing and all this stuff, like I kind of was like, I didn't want to drop a project without the proper utilities. So what I ended up doing was I went back into the learning phase, and then that's where Ohana DAO was born. And what Ohana DAO is like, it's we're doing the exact same thing that you guys are doing with the graffiti artists. That's why it's pretty dope. And we're looking to bring small businesses and small businesses, artists, or anybody who's like selling products and bring them on chain with the host of new utilities. Um, so what we kind of noticed was there was a void of utilities, but then there was a bunch of people over here offering utilities, a bunch of people over here who needed utilities, and we just started, connecting those dots. And so this is going to be actually an exclusive. So I had our artist Jackie Ford, who is she's an art teacher from UC Berkeley. She's been doing art for over 25 years. And she's super excited to actually get involved with like NFTs and all this stuff. But she's redoing the collection. We're dropping a 420 collection of hula girls that are going to have the Ohana DAO utilities cooked into it. So it's a very ambitious project. There's a lot of different moving pieces to it, but that's what we aim to do. So we got four pillars. It's going to be education, environmental, prosperity, and I don't know why whenever I explain it, I always forget the last one, and mental health. And we're working with a bunch of partners all around the crypto space. So people from Polygon, Cello, who have different utilities set up, and we're connecting those to people who want to offer these utilities. So it's going pretty good right now. The hub of it is going to be on Luxo. The most exciting part for Luxo, since it's a Luxo video, the most exciting part was going to be our impact NFT. So we're going to have an impact NFT, and we're going to be flexing the ability to use the changeable metadata. So what this is going to do is let's just say, so this is something we actually have right now. We have my friend who's a Grammy nominated producer who is dropping in a music NFT album of 7 songs of different artists that he met all around the United States. And in that NFT, he wants to offer more utilities. So through Ohana DAO, we're going to make it so that once you buy his album, you get the music, and baked into it, it's actually every album that you sell is going to plant 10 trees. And then also by holding this NFT, you're going to have access to the Ohana DAO ecosystem, which we have an educational partner who offers like all type of different crypto, education, financial education. We have another partner who does like mental health things. So for people who need, like she's going to be doing like free yoga classes and all these type of things for the community. And so if you're holding our impact NFT, it's going to show. So let's just say you own one Hula Girl and you own one album that will calculate up to 20 trees planted. Your impact NFT will be able to show how many trees you planted, how much carbon you took out of the air, all type of different things. So we're still building out this mechanism of how we will display it, but that's the general idea of what we're building is being able to connect small businesses and other things to the Luxo ecosystem while also bringing value into the Luxo ecosystem. So, like I said, it's been 2 years since I've been building this, and Luxo was kind of the last piece that I needed once everything dropped and I was able to look at it again. So, okay, the LSPs is exactly what we need to really build this out in a way where it's on chain. The goal is to eventually have it super decentralized to where we have multi-sig wallets and things like that. But we want to be able to have the community vote on, some of the things that we have in our 4 pillars. So we have a lot of people who want to get into something like this. For example, there's another lady who wants to offer benefits to veterans. And that's something that I know a lot of people have, they hold close to their heart, especially if they were in the military. And we can do that through Ohana DAO, but we want to give it, maybe there's somebody else who wants to help out kids, and we want to give people the opportunity to vote on one or the other or both. So yeah, I kind of went super detailed and all over the place, but that's what we're building overall. The first step to this whole process will be probably not probably, but the first step to the whole process will be our initial Hula Girl collection, which is me and my founder. We came up with the collection to kind of demonstrate the power of what we can do here. So that will be first is, getting everybody involved with that collection, and that will spark everything off from there. So,
Wow, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, that sounds super ambitious and holistic, I'd say.
Hmm.
That offers lots of aspects that like multiple people will find interesting. So that's great, dude. I'll be minting one for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm super excited about it. It was a super ambitious project, but then it's like, the partners that we have and some of the people that we're working with, they make me feel more solidified about what's happening because everybody's so excited about just contributing to it. So once, people are contributing in a way that's like, impactful, it's gonna just grow itself because what's really going to happen is whether those people plug into Ohana DAO and they plug into Luxo or not, they're still going to continue their mission. So I'm excited and humbled that they're actually willing to come on board with Ohana DAO and bring this type of like you said, like holistic and goodness to the Luxo ecosystem. And my whole thing is like, hey, we all want to make money. We might as well do it in a way that's like good for the world, right? It's like,
That's a great
you
point,
know.
man.
So
Yeah, no, sure.
that's how I'm looking at this whole thing right now.
That's great. Yeah, I'm hyped. I'm hyped to see more. I want to see the art.
Yeah. Yeah, we actually have our Twitter going right now. There's some artwork on there I think that she has up already.
All right. I'll check
Yeah.
it out after this.
So I can put some pieces in the video as well. And that collection, we're actually still, that collection was all built out. We have the hula girls, we have tiki men, and then we have the kids. So we're debating if we should do them in separate collections or put them all together as like one big happy family, um, and let people decide what they get, or let them mint what they get and buy what they want.
Cool.
So that's one of the things that's been keeping me super bullish on Luxo, because like I'm telling you, like you can't do this on other chains, and if you were to try to do it on Ethereum, you need seven different protocols and seven ETH just to pull it off. So it's pretty exciting, you know. And then when I see other people building, it just makes me even more bullish. It's great.
Hell yeah, man. I completely agree. I'm super excited for the people that are built. There's a lot that's been building,
Hmm.
and that's going to come out like, soon TM, or maybe just soon drop the TM.
Yeah.
But yeah, like protocol wise, like have you seen the Dex wars kind of happening?
Yeah, that was honestly, that's been my favorite part of that's been my favorite part of this whole saga of Luxo on Twitter right now is the Dex Wars. Um it was pretty interesting. And okay, so I'm gonna give you my Dex Wars theory.
Yeah.
So, and I was talking to my boy about this the other day. We are just making fun, and you know, I'm not trying to like, you know, pick on anybody. I like much respect to all the builders on Luxo. And you know, like I said, we need more builders. We need you guys. So, you know, much respect. But my theory is that because no one really knows who the 0x account is, right? The one that came out with the universal swaps,
Right.
right? Actually, you know what? Some people might not know because a lot of people who watch the channel are not on Twitter. So remind everybody, what is the Dex Wars on Luxo?
Sure. So there's a dApp called Universal Swaps, which is like generally like a Uniswap fork, but then they custom tailored it to fit the LSP 7 aspect for Luxo. And they kind of came out of nowhere and then had a lot of progress like super quickly, and then made some noise as they were doing it, and kind of threw some friendly, or maybe not so friendly, I don't know their intent,
Yeah.
jabs at some of the other builders who were more known, that were supposedly building dexes as well.
Mhm.
And that would be Heisenberg. Heisenberg is an award winning. He did win an award for, I think, the build up number two,
Yeah.
the folio, which is super sick. We talked about that last time.
Mhm.
So yeah, he's also building a dex and wants to utilize the LSP sevens to the best of their ability. So yeah, they were kind of throwing some shots back and forth, um, some memes, some
Yeah.
quick one liners.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I was gonna say there was a little beef between those guys, but it's all like it doesn't seem like it's like serious beef. It's all like whatever. But so the person who first came out and said, "Hey, Universal Swaps is launching soon," um, you know, and nobody ever actually heard of universal swaps. And I think I will say, like, the reason why I know Heisenberg was kind of upset is because they wanted to drop as universal swaps. So then this other guy pops up and says, "Hey, we're dropping as universal swaps, and we're ready. We're ready to go. We have an audit coming, and we're ready to go next week." And then you know Heisenberg was kind of skeptical, like, "Who are you guys? How are you guys ready to go?" Um, my theory is this. So a couple months ago, we were chilling around and messing around in the Chill Wells chat, and everybody was talking about. I think this is around the time that Chill first dropped, and everybody was saying, "Hey, man, we need a Dex because you know a lot of people are trying to do these like P2P trades, and it was like kind of risky." And you know, so everyone's saying, "Hey, how come it's taking so long to build a Dex?" So then I had made a comment, and I said, you know, I had commented on Heisenberg's thing, and then they had mentioned like, yeah, it's for LSP8s, and we're doing all these extra aspects to it, so that's why it's taking longer. So my comment was like, hey, we just need a basic Uniswap, uh, you know, and but my theory, my little conspiracy theory is, you know, Presto. I think Presto might be X0X, whatever that account is that introduced the universal swaps because Presto in the chat he goes, and this is kind of where it was kind of interesting because Heisenberg was also in the chat and he goes, everybody's asking him like, hey, when's the Dex dropping? And he goes, oh, we're probably going to wait till the build up three. And everybody was like, oh, well, why? If it's ready, drop it now. And then after a while, they kept talking about the Dex and then Presto hops the chat and he goes, fuck it, I'll do it myself. He goes, if we don't have a Dex soon, I'll do it myself. So I go, huh. And then when he came out and he announced the universal swaps, Presto commented on it. He goes, hey, this account came out of nowhere. Good job, bro. This and that. And I'm like,
That's suspicious.
might be you, bro. Might be you.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
no, those guys are
that's
cool,
funny.
man. I love those guys. I love what they're doing for the community, but that's my conspiracy theory. Presto, I'm on you, man.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting theory. I don't think Presto himself is technical though, so I don't think he would
Okay,
be
yeah.
the guy behind it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's an interesting theory. I
Yeah.
did see, some support from Presto, I guess, publicly on the comments and stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, we were all like hopping in there and
Yeah, we were
having
all excited. It didn't even, everybody's like, yes, somebody do it. I was
right. I
like,
mean, we were all like just pumped, man, just to get, this on chain. So yeah, it'll be interesting. They kind of laid out a roadmap, Universal Swaps,
mhm.
um, you know, and it did have some sort of aspect of decentralizing as well. So who knows if you're swapping your licks for chill or trading back and forth or LPing, that might
Yeah,
be reflected in some sort of allocation
right.
to a token potentially.
Yeah,
NFA.
that's yeah, not FA, but like that's something to actually look for if you are looking for airdrops. Like, when you look on a roadmap and it says like some type of governance coming, then that usually comes with a governance token. And my thing is, vote on those protocols, vote on those protocols, use those protocols, participate in governance because that's the type of person who deserves a governance token, the type of person who actually, does things for the protocol, not just somebody who's going to dump. Um, so it'll be pretty interesting. And then, you know, uh, just to end our Dex Wars talk, so I think Heisenberg and his team they switched their name to Trade Up, and they're going to be launching soon. And they promise to introduce some new aspects to just regular Dexes. So I think it's going to be pretty dope to see something new there in the Luxo ecosystem. So overall, like price action is, like I'm not gonna lie, the price action sucks when it's going down, but overall, I'm not like disappointed because just I know like what could happen to price action once cool things are actually built. And then when you see like cool products being built, then price action just naturally follows, you know.
Yeah, for sure. I actually think though Heisenberg is building a separate DEX and Trade Up is from a different group. So
Oh,
there's
is
three of them.
it?
Yeah, there's three of them. So I mean, you can see Polymath, 0x Polymath has been tweeting support of Trade Up heavily. And
Okay.
Heisenberg, I believe, is building a different separate protocol, which we haven't really heard much details on the DEX side. We've heard a lot from the
The
Defolio side of
Defolio,
it.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
but
yeah, yeah. Apologies, yeah, I
it,
got confused there because I was looking, I was like, huh, Defolio, and then I seen Trader. Okay.
yeah, no, but I definitely agree. Trade up looks to be something different than like a normal Dex. Like you've seen those blurred images, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it'll be cool once we get confirmation on what they're cooking. But yeah, it'll bring a fresh aspect to Luxo too. That'll be unique for our chain right now, obviously, because it'll be the only thing like that exists.
Yeah, exactly. So bunch of new things coming from Luxo. And then the last thing that I just want to touch on, from my end is just that there's a lot of smuck coming from people like towards the Luxo team, which it's a pretty small team, but I just know for a fact that like behind the scenes, the Luxo team is actually like building like crazy. And it's dope that instead of building like their own like for profit products, like they're really going this decentralization route and they're actually expending resources to like regular builders like me, like they will actually they haven't reached out to me, but I have talked to other people who are building like, and the team is reaching out. The team is helping wherever they can. They're offering, advice and things that they could actually charge a lot of money for. So that's something that I think I just want people to understand that like that's happening behind the scenes, and you just don't really see a big community aspect like that on a lot of things, on a lot of other platforms.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Luxo's journey, as far as like what they've shared with the community, is they're really trying to hammer home, in my opinion, developer side, trying to get people to build, which is important. You need a solid
mhm,
foundation if it's going to continue to grow in the trajectory you think. And I think that my personal opinion is that because the extension is still in a beta and
mhm,
that the mobile application isn't out yet, maybe it's an alpha right now. They haven't released the beta.
yeah,
Um, we're not like, if we were to somehow push into, say, Coinbase right now, and we were to have a flood of users, like say 50,000 users, like
yeah,
in a span of 3 days. If we're not prepared for that wave with our technology, it would leave a sour taste in people's mouth.
yeah,
So I
hmm,
think they definitely have a plan. We know they're building. We know that they're appealing to devs. We can see them. They're connecting with the right people. It seems socially, boys club, friends with benefits. These are groups of people in the blockchain community that are highly respected.
yeah,
That Frostbite party that they had, there were some big people there, big corporation or big companies, big individuals. So who knows where all that's going to materialize or when it's going to materialize. But yeah, I have faith in the team. I'm really excited for the future.
yeah. Same. I couldn't have said it better myself. So yeah, man. Thank you for coming to the channel again. Appreciate the alpha on Lux brand. We got that exclusive here today. I'll put the graffiti artist that you were talking about in the description so people can check out his work. I think that would be pretty cool. And if you guys want to go follow him and say what's up from Luxo, that'll be even, another cool thing to do. But yeah, man, thanks for coming on the channel. We gotta do this again.
Hell yeah, dude. Thanks for inviting me. Just in case anybody doesn't know, every Monday I do medium rare. Keys does a lightning talks where we kind of talk to community members in our common ground page. And then every Friday we have a wrap up YouTube live stream hosted by ETHDenver and Alts Anonymous and directed by Rob G. Keys crew's working hard. And then be on the lookout for the LUX collection coming out soon. You can follow us on Twitter at Lux Brand, LUX Brand, and then underscore.
Nice, nice. And shout out to Keys for getting that shout out from Fabian during his speech. That was pretty dope.
Hell yeah, man. It feels good.
All right, man. You guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, don't ever finish a negative statement about currency. Till next time, peace.